2022 was a year where Bollywood suffered from two types of fatigue. One included the case of remakes of especially Tamil and Telugu cinema, and the other included just the frequency with which Akshay Kumar releases would pop up, something with little knowledge to the public merely owing to his saturation. There was a time in last year where Akshay Kumar would come so frequently to the Kapil Sharma show to promote his next release, he almost assumed the role of being a regular part of the telecast. At a time where the news of Hera Fairy 3 has taken over online portals and social media discussion, one forgot about the fact that Akshay had a huge release lined up on the same weekend. The lack of interest for this film is alarming, especially when you look at the case of how excessively the film has been marketed through city tours and events, marking one of the lowest advance bookings for an Akshay Kumar film in recent years. A remake of the Malayalam film Driving License starring Prithviraj and Suraj, the only benefit of the film, especially as it is catered to the North Belt, is that I think other than the Malayalam speaking audience, especially the Hindi speaking audience, is not privy to the original source material. Even though there is a large Malayalam fan base on this channel that will immediately frame by frame tell you on which sequences are directly taken from the original film, the non-availability of the Hindi dub for the movie benefited Selfiee. The film focuses on a popular actor, Vijay Kumar, played by Akshay Kumar, who wants a driving license urgently in order to complete the shooting of his film in Bhopal, and his loyal fan Om Prakash Agarwal, played by Emraan Hashmi, a motor vehicle inspector, agrees to deliver it, requesting his superiors if he can get a selfie with the star in the process. This presumably simple transaction does not go as planned. A media frenzy leads to confusion, and the fan-star relationship transitions to become a battle of egos, spiraling into several complications, ultimately resulting in a huge public showdown between the common man and the privileged star. The reason and motivations of both the characters form the crux of this film, and here's me telling you the good and bad aspects of the movie so that you guys can ultimately decide whether to watch Selfiee in theaters or not. Mid-music and saturated marketing. I think one of my biggest gripes before the release of this film was the music of this movie, and especially the way it was marketed. It had no cohesion, theme or purpose to the storytelling of the film. It's a bunch of overproduced and hollow music videos that don't contribute to the screenplay at all. One of the main reasons for the randomness of the said music album is because the music has been composed by Anu Malik, Tanish Bagchi, Yo-Yo Honey Singh, The Prophecy, Lijo George, DJ Chetas, Vikram Montrose, Aditya Yadav and Tarun. When you have so many composers, the intention is not to create the songs for the film, but to produce marketing snippets for promotion. Other than the sense of nostalgia that kicked in with the iconic Main Khiladi Tu Anadi title track, the only takeaway I can think of from the music of this film is to see Mrunal Thakur in Kudiye Ni Teri. She looks like an absolute dream, and one of the main reasons for the massive views on the music video. The title track and the worst of the lot, Kudi Chamkili, which is not in the movie, sung by an out-of-form Honey Singh, are forgettable at best. When the lyrics of a song go, Kaano mein flower flower hai lili, tu hai GK say I am from West Delhi, you know there is zero thought behind anything, and it justifiably puts off audiences. Seeing Diana Penty being absolutely disinterested throughout the music video also was a sore to the eye. Also, at the time where actors have understood that the trailer and music does most of the marketing for the movie, the creators have really embarked on this overkill method where a sense of exhaustion has creeped in, the rigmarole of events that just seem like more of the same tropes of promotion, just in different locations, not contributing really in building hype for the film. Self-aware and meta-humor. I think one of the biggest reasons I somewhat had faith in the product to deliver in some aspects was because of Raj Mehta being on the director's chair, whose comedic stints with Good News and Jug Jug Jio at least accounted for funny moments, if not holistically packing the punch. What I love about the film and its dialogues written by Rishabh Sharma is that they are in on the joke, making fun of the actors, the industry, the media, and sometimes even cracking meta jokes on the actors playing the roles. It's hilarious to see Akshay Kumar crack a joke on the saturation of his appearances, saying he does 4 releases in a year and 2 which go on OTT, the leeches that are the media, and their excitement in conjuring up new hashtags against the industry, frustrating the producer saying, "Waise hi apni filmein nahi chal rahi," a dialogue that becomes too real for the case of this film's opening. Akshay Kumar's gummy smile is referenced, a has-been actor talks about the insecurity he feels with the rise of his contemporary, and the media frothing in the mouth asking a Mali his take on the matter just becomes the icing on the cake. It's clever writing for the most part, especially when it's a commentary on the state of film stars and the industry, a rarity in a genre that mostly tilts towards slapstick humor, middling second half, and overacting extras. Sadly, what made the first half of the film so enjoyable and made you respect the creators for adapting the original source material from a Hindi film industry and its current state point of view, it becomes extremely middling as the second half commences. The movie transitions from being a slick commentary with hilarious punchlines to be an ego tussle mostly centered around the nitty-gritty of acquiring a license. The sequences of testing the star on his driving knowledge and skills on the road go on for far too long, making the otherwise enjoyable first half take the route of becoming slightly exhausting in the second half. This is also the main problem with the Malayalam original film, that did not elevate it to become exceptional when it first released. The star and fan dynamic worked so well, but the storyline itself of shedding egos and seeing eye to eye while clearly having a huge disparity in income, wealth and status took the shape of an above average affair. And this is precisely the position that Selfiee claims, neither being exceptional nor a train wreck in any way. Performances and comedic set pieces. I honestly cannot fault any of the performances of the star cast. Akshay Kumar more or less plays a larger than life version of himself and gets the tonality of the privileged yet mindful star bang on. What really stood out for me still is his effortless comic timing and the empty spaces that he fills in scenes. His reaction to his doctor critiquing his film while presenting very important news, exclaiming "Unpe kutte chhod do" when told that the producer has come to see him, and every scene that he shares with this constantly on-edge producer who is always anxiety-ridden is hilarious to watch. The supporting actors in the form of the stress ball squeezing producer Akashdeep Sabir and a fame-hungry Meghna Malik as Vimla Tiwari account for some of the most hilarious scenes in the film. I have one gripe though, and tell me whether you notice the same. Whenever Akshay Kumar is interacting with someone on camera and the frame is his solo shot, he rarely has eye contact with his co-stars and is almost looking over their shoulders. This is one aspect of Selfiee that you will notice in his individual shots when interacting with Diana Penty and Emraan Hashmi. And speaking of Emraan Hashmi, he plays the eager fan transitioning to a protective father wanting to prove a point for his son extremely well. The smiling and grinning may be a tad bit too expressive, but his confidence that peaks at the interval point really account for interesting moments as the two principal characters face off with one another. It is, however, Abhimanyu Singh as the has-been irrelevant actor who really accounts for the most laughs in this movie. His insecurity looking at the rise of Vijay and the willingness to sabotage it at any cost as he shoots for B-grade advertisements and movies really account for the most hilarious moments in the movie. I already feared the film to find itself in the middle ground between forgettable and exceptional, as the original Malayalam film itself was not a total knockout of a narrative. Even though the hype for this film in theatres is at an all-time low for an Akshay Kumar movie, I still had a fairly enjoyable time watching it. A movie that clearly rests at a position where I am not going to necessarily troll it just because of its low commercial potential, nor scream at the top of my lungs recommending it to everyone, as if I got fed 4 samosas. It's just alright. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about Selfiee. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram, the handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.